So a couple things about boards. I think smaller is better than bigger. The Foursquare board is still 3 people. And I'm sure that they'll get the 5 not in the not too distant future, but smaller is better, and because then you end up crystallizing around the answer. I mean, it's the reason that our partnership is small. I think that for the first 4 years of our firm, it was just me and Brad, and then for the next 4 years, it was me and Brad and Albert, and now we've got another partner. But I think you get to better decisions when there are fewer people at the table. Okay, so that's the first. The second thing is it's got to be the right fewer people around the table. It's got to be people who are prepared to engage deeply in the business and not just show up and pontificate. So it has to be people who will take the time to meet everybody in the company, understand what the company's trying to do, use the company's products, have some expertise in the company's markets, have been around long enough to have some, credibility in terms of, what they say and some insight into what's going on. And so, getting the right group of people, and I don't believe in trophy board members. I don't believe in putting people on the board because they have a bunch of money in your company, although sometimes you might be forced to do that. I think those are bad reasons to put people on boards. So in terms of around practices, I totally agree with you. Board meetings should not be for reporting. You should send out a report in advance of the board meeting and tell the board what's going on in the business. So when they come to the meeting, they know as much as you do, ideally. They won't know as much as you do, but as much as they can know. And then I think you need to put the 2 or 3 big strategic issues that the company is facing on the table, and you need to hash them out. And it should be like, it should be a lot like what the management team does, on a regular basis, in terms of really, debating, discussing, pushing each other, people playing devil's advocates, and just trying to get, collective, kind of eye on the business. And they don't have to, and the other thing about board meetings is they don't have to come out with resolutions. They don't have to come out with answers. I think as long as they are, kind of really good, kind of exhaustive discussions of what's going on in the business, the management team should be able to walk out of that with enough kind of data and inspiration and feedback that they can make the right decisions. The boards also should not be making the decisions. They should just be, kind of creating enough, intellectual agitation with the management team so that the management team comes to the right decisions.